Hello everyone, my name is Droogie Forever, and today we are playing... Oh, well, it just crashed. I'm going to leave that in, just so people can see. That was weird. We're going to play the Mutated Reality demo number 2, the Apparatus, if it lets us this time. That was really strange. I'm guessing that's graphics settings. Alright. Let's go ahead and check it out. That was very strange. I don't know why it crashed like that. Like immediately, as soon as I started the intro. So I'm leaving that in the video. So I don't like to cut out stuff that where people may experience a similar issue. I don't like cutting that stuff out. To whom it may concern, the Rutherfords were already up by 10%. I said, isn't that enough? Isn't that already catastrophic? But they told me no. They said if it had increased once, it could do it again. I mean, with the amount of money they offered me, I wasn't about to decline. They'd already made me a rich man when I designed the storage facility, but it was triple. This was government money, just in case we go to war with Russia money. It was life-changing. I sat at my desk in the facility, the fluorescent light, the uncomfortable chair, the unnecessary filing cabinet, and looked at my graph paper. I didn't know where to start. What they were asking of me was impossible, but they didn't say I had to succeed in my task, I just had to try. So I started with the structural lines. There was a whole floor free just for this, thousands of feet of empty space, a playground just for me. Then I started adding in the necessary stuff, the stuff that couldn't move. There had to be an input at the top and an output at the bottom. That's just basic gravity. But then I just kind of looked at the page in front of me and thought, what am I doing? Why am I even still here? It's been months since they needed me to oversee the facility being built. Where did that time go? Why hasn't my wife come to see where I am? Why haven't my daughters called me every night like they so often do when I go away? That is strange. Why wouldn't they call, man? Oh, I must be getting some radiation over there. That was weird. I heard like a Geiger counter going off. Alright, there's some stairs that I'm guessing I need to go down, which means I'm gonna have to go over here. Run, run, run. Oh, more radiation. Run, 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 run. Quick, quick, quick. We're taking rads here. Okay. Why can't I click on the note? I want to read it. It won't let me read it. That's weird. I don't know why it wouldn't let me read the note. Pretty sure I was supposed to be able to click on that. Oh, I'm already taking rads. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Are all the notes like not clickable anymore? What happened? Only the first note is clickable. I can't pick that up either. What happened here? It's like as soon as I picked this club up, I was no longer able to click on anything. Oh, that's bullshit! You have to put the club away? Why? That doesn't even make sense. 129278. 129278. Oh, it's not his number. I'm rich beyond my wildest dreams, but I'm starting to doubt that I'll ever see my family again. Ever brush my daughter's hair after a long day, ever hold my wife close to me, hand pressed against her mouth in a brief moment of privacy. In those stolen moments I would marvel at her, woman, mother, creator. I'd love her harder than I had ever done before. Since the machine is now complete and functional, I've sealed off the door to prevent casualties. The code is the year I was born, so consider this my resignation. I'm leaving. I'm gonna try and leave. I am probably going to fail. But I can feel my memories slipping away. I do not remember my wife's name, and I'd like to hold her face in my mind when I die. Yours faithfully, Dr. Miles J. Kaepernick. Alright, so when was he born? 1918. Alright. That was so stupid. Why do you have to get rid of the weapon to click on thing? I'm actually pissed about that. I'm really angry because we missed that one fucking note for no reason. It didn't even like give an indication that you could click on it at all. Unbelievable. I was in a bar in Salt Lake City when I met Ben. Anyone could have seen I was in a bad state. I was wearing that ratty old jean jacket, the one Dolly got for me right after we got hitched. It stank of bourbon, but so did I. I turned to my right and Ben was there. I hadn't even noticed him sit down. He's that kind of presence. He can just slip right in anywhere. The kind of guy people tell their secrets to. In those days, anyone bought me a drink. They could have my life story for all I cared. Not like I'd get a lot of money for the rights. And Ben bought me a lot of drinks. When I woke up the next morning, I couldn't even remember his name. He was happy to remind me. But what I could remember was that he could help me. He told me he was putting together a commune. He had found this amazing, mind-blowing place, and he just knew he had to share it with people. I pressed him, asked him what was so amazing about it, how he knew he had to share it. He just shook his head with this little smile on his face. The kind of private smile people have when they're in love. He showed me $100 bill. Said it was mine if I came with him. Saw the place and still wanted to come back home. Said it was mine if I came with him, saw the place, and still wanted to come back home. Okay, so you're gonna get... Okay, I get it. I had a Saturday to spare, so I said sure. I've always liked road trips, and I liked Ben too. He always meets your eye, and that might have wigged out a weaker man, but I liked it. And that's how I ended up here. That's how all of us did. I just wanted to break stuff, but it wouldn't let me. The place itself is nothing special. I mean, sure, it's cool, it's interesting. We spent hours poking around all the stuff the miners left behind, ripping lab coats off skeletons and trying them on, but you'd never want to live here under normal circumstances. But I never did win that bet. He waved the $100 bill in my face with that little smile, asking me, "So, Ricky, you want it? You want to take the money and go home?" And I said, "Nah, Ben, let's go look around a little more. Let's go deeper." And he said, "Ha, Ricky, you're never getting out of here. She's got you now." He only had 2 other people there with him at that point. I think they were his family, but I never asked. I didn't really care. Maggie and little baby Susie. I spent a lot of time with them the first few weeks. Ben went back out after a few days, returned with some other lowlife that I saw too much of myself in. That was a cycle. His trips... He was fetching people for the commune, he said. Felt to me at that time more like he was shooting fish in a barrel. My brain should have told me to run. This whole thing was dodgy as all hell. The place started filling up with men, all with that familiar dead-eyed 1,000-yard stare. None of us left. I don't know if they felt what I felt. They must have done. When he collected 6 of us, Ben called us into a meeting. Maggie and Susie weren't there, which I thought was weird. He took them everywhere. Ben looked at us, all as a group, and he looked so proud. "We were supposed to be together like this," he said, and he was absolutely beaming. "This is what she told me all those months ago." We started looking at each other like, what? Ben started going on about her. Said he'd found this place on accident on a hike one day. Said he'd heard a voice coming from under the ground, vibrating his feet, coming up through the soil and the dirt. He'd pushed the signs aside and gone down, 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 exploring, but pushing, always going down, with no one to tell him to stay put, like he'd done to us. He said there were floors underneath us, 2 more floors, and he'd gone down there, and he'd seen fascinating things, beautiful things, terrible things, things that would make a regular man go mad. But she'd chosen him, he said. She'd chosen Ben because he could take it. She wanted him to spread the message, to bring disciples. She could cure us. She could heal us. She could take our pain and our damage and give us new lives instead. Then Ben said, "Don't you all feel better?" And I hadn't realized before, but I did. I felt better than I had in years. My breath was strong. My eyes were clear. My mind was sharp. I looked around me and all the other drunks were stretching their limbs, wide-eyed, taking deep breaths, just like me. And then he said it was our turn to spread the message, as his lieutenants. Mom came into my room today and said we're going on a trip. I got really excited because it's my 16th birthday in a few days and we never go anywhere anymore. She told me no gifts this year because money's so tight, but I guess she found some because we've been driving for hours now. We stopped a few miles back for a pee and I got in the back to go to sleep, but I can't sleep. I'm so excited. I wonder if we're going to Disneyland or to go see Grandma. The only downside is she's picked up some hitchhiker. Well, I don't know. It kind of seems like they know each other. He knew my name, even called me kiddo. It was kind of creepy. Maybe he's going to get us into Disneyland. I'm going to go to sleep now. Shit. So much. Alright, let's get in here. Hey! Dang it. I don't think there's anything over here, but I'm gonna walk over. Alright. It's not fair. Maggie's making me do dish duty when I've been on laundry for weeks now, all because she wants to give the good chores to Susie. It's bullshit. And to make a bad day even worse, Mom's been seeing Ricky again, even after I asked her not to. They try to be secret, but there's only so many places you can hide in here. Ben blocked off a lot of the private passages, said we're supposed to share everything with each other. I really hate watching her with him. I don't think she likes it either, but I guess people can get real lonely. I hate this place. She's the only thing that makes it okay. I always pretended when we went to church. Mom would be like, "Do you feel God's love?" And I'd say, "Yeah," but it'd be a lie. But Ben asks if we feel her glow inside us, and I totally do. I really like Ben. He hugs me a lot, but it's okay. I don't mind. I give good hugs. Crap, Mom's calling me for communion. Oh, I haven't told you about that. I will when I get back. Hang on. Alright, I'm back. I can still taste that stuff in my mouth. Rank. So communion is like kind of like church, except Ben is the priest, the book is his writings, and the blood of Christ is the nectar. It tastes real bad, but I always feel good after I drink it. Ben says it helps keep us strong and healthy, and I totally agree. His writing is like really inspirational. He looks so passionate when he reads it out, like he gets this fiery look in his eye. Gotta go. Dishes won't clean themselves. Fuck you, Susie. Fuck you, Susie. Fuck you. Something's going on. Ben went down to talk to her again like he does, but this time Ricky tried to stop him, said he wanted to talk to Ben. Ben screamed at him, which is not like him at all. He said something like, "Don't come after me," and he ran away. Some of the lieutenants picked up their tools, their hammers and wrenches, and started holding them like weapons, upside down with their fists. Maggie started screaming, and Susie started crying, but everyone else was really quiet, just watching. And Ricky looked over at me, and I don't know, it felt like he was waiting for my approval. I don't know what came over me, but I nodded at him. It was microscopic, but he nodded back, and down they all went after him. It makes me sick to think about my baby being baptized by that monster. I hope Ricky gets him. Baby? I thought Francis was the kid. Hold on, I don't want to go in there yet. I hear a voice or something. What the hell? Ben was in my bed again last night. I shouldn't call it a bed, really. It's a bunk. There's someone above me, some beside me, someone below me. There's no privacy. They're the most awful moments of my life, and there's plenty of witnesses. The women gather in corners and giggle sometimes, cast looks his way, show off their hickeys or bite marks. They waved me over yesterday, but I just gave them the middle finger and kept on scrubbing. At least I'm not the only one who sees it the way Ricky looks at that guy. It's like he hates him, which is weird because I'm pretty sure Ricky was like the first person here. Ben's always putting his hand on Ricky's shoulder when he walks past him. Maybe I should be grateful it's Ben. Some of the lieutenants have privileges and they're ass over face ugly. Ricky's one of them, but he doesn't use that power. I know Mom actually likes him. Maybe he's not such a bad guy. I'm still a little confused, I guess. I'm not 100% sure what's happening here. I'm pregnant. No one has their periods down here, so I didn't know until I tried to put on my nice dress we wear for the baptisms. It wouldn't fit. I told my mom, and Ricky was there. My mom looked so happy, saying she's going to be a grandma, but Ricky's face was so stony. He wouldn't stop looking at me. I got so uncomfortable. I think he was trying to tell whether I was happy or not. I couldn't tell you myself. They tell me I'm about 3 months along. I turned 21 in 6 months. Maybe me and the baby will have the same birthday. That'd be nice. Something to celebrate on my birthday instead of being surrounded by memories. Time for the baptism now. Mom altered that dress for me. Okay, so Frances got pregnant, probably by Ben, who I assume sleeps with most of the women down here. Because at first it sounded like everybody liked Ben. Now I'm getting the impression, and didn't like Ricky, and now I'm getting the other impression. That's the other way around. Oh, fuck you. I'm so fucking lonely. I didn't want to put it all into words, but that's what I've done my whole life. How I've dealt with it all. The abuse, the lies, and now the death. I didn't want to fucking write this down, but there's no one else left to tell. Where did I leave off? Ricky and the other lieutenants came back from the lower levels a few hours later. I could tell immediately that something was different about them. Their eyes were so open. I don't think they were blinking anymore. It was like they'd seen something completely and utterly mind-blowing. They were grinning so wide it was like their faces were going to split. Mom went up to Ricky and shook him because he was just standing there, just staring off into the machine. And Ricky said they couldn't find Ben. They had no idea where he'd gone. They looked all over. But then he started babbling like Ben does sometimes, babbling about the ether and the mud and the sky and the stairs, the tower and the flaming light and the endless digging. They all joined in then, all babbling nonsense words until someone cried out, "Who will lead us now?" And they were all quiet and looked at each other. Ricky said, "We thought she would choose. We thought only one of us would make it back up." The 6 men looked at each other, and it was deadly still, and I understood that they had all wanted the power. All thought they had been special, all been lulled to sleep by her voice at night and broken day with her light. So is that how they all died? They like fought each other for power here? Okay, there's definitely a monster up there. Should I skip it and go to the door, or should I... Because I'm just... Let me see what's over here first. Can I break through that? Guessing not. He gave us all $100 bills. Till that point I'd been under the impression we had some sort of connection, but he taught us how to draw people in, gave us a spending budget to buy them drinks, said to target the people who looked like they had nothing to lose. I must not have been the only one to react to that, because he did a little awkward laugh and said, "Look, she wants to help people. You all needed help. Don't you want to help other people?" And I piped up then. I stuck my hand up in the air and I said, "You want us to leave? How are we supposed to do that?" There were nods all around me and hums of agreement. Ben did his little secret smile and everyone fell silent. He took us to the entrance and said nothing. He ushered us out. Mike and Billy gave it a try, stepping over the threshold, eyes bulging, veins popping. They didn't last long, came back into the safety after a few seconds. Ben looked smug as all hell. I was about to ask what the hell we were supposed to do then, but he just said, "Try leaving now." And suddenly we could. The pull wasn't gone, it was just a bit quieter. It didn't hurt to fight it anymore. "Now," Ben said, putting his hand on my shoulder, "you gotta go out of state. Harder to find people that way. The pull's gonna get worse the further you get away, but use that energy, that drive you have to come home. Use that to close the deal." As we all headed out, I realized he'd called this place home, and I hadn't corrected him. Alright, so this was a note we were supposed to pick up earlier, I think. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It seems out of order from the other notes that we picked up. Very strange. Alright. Because that was the continuation of a story we'd read earlier. The fight broke out before anyone could stop it. I blinked, and suddenly Riley's dad was punching Steve in the face, and Ricky, well, Ricky was trying to bite some guy's ear off. We didn't know what to do. We all just huddled against the back wall. Maybe we should have tried to stop them, but there was something about the fight. The punches were hard. You could hear bones breaking from the other side of the room. And as I watched fist meet bone, as I watched blood spray in a beautiful arc across the air, as I watched teeth rip through tendon and spit viscera, I found myself suddenly watching lips meet flesh, watching hands grabbing for purchase, watching bodies move together, and I heard moans echoing out through the vast tunnels as the men sighed. They fought, they were grinding, they were ground, they were crunching, they were screaming. I watched as skin slid hot across skin, melting, molding, fusing. I watched faces disappear into the mess, into the mud, into the pile. I watched Ricky's face. I held his eye. I saw the fear and the rage, and I watched the hope leave them as his body crackled and fizzed, burning, dissolving, becoming. The cut on my arm is almost healed from where my mom's nails dug through it. She held on to me, but she couldn't take her eyes off it. Neither could I. Neither could anyone. This thing, this human puddle, this massive man with Ricky's eyes still drilling a hole in mine. He looked right at me, and I think he tried to say something, but he just moaned. He screamed. I don't think he can do anything else now. Then the other lieutenants began, the sounds pulling into a reverb that you could feel in your skull. An arm reached out towards me, another towards Riley on the other side, and the thing began moving, stumbling towards us. It veered towards me, then towards Riley, then towards me again, reaching out its hand. I held my hand up and tried to take it. It was dangerous, but the pain radiating from Ricky, it was like I could taste it, and I had to get that taste out. At the last second, it veered towards Riley again, stumbled, and lashed out. And that's how my mom died. I know it was an accident. I know Ricky would never have hurt her, but that's not Ricky anymore. It's not Riley's dad or Steve or Mike or Mr. Hutchins or Billy. None of them would have done what it did. I don't know if it was Mom's death or something else, but it just started attacking, and so I ran. I don't know how long it's been. Ben used to keep time for us. If I was going to guess, I'd say a month. The nectar has kept me strong, but I've run out, and daren't go find more. I hear it patrolling every now and then. I think it has a kind of schedule like the lieutenants used to have. All I've got for company is this old diary and my swollen stomach. I can't stay in here forever. I need to reach a hospital. I need help. Wait, what was that? Oh, you can help me? Well, okay, how do I... But he's... Just ask him? Sure, I'll do that. Thank you, Francis. It won't let me hit it. I tried. Okay, won't let me through that door. Oh. Okay, now what? I guess I gotta go through here, but I don't know how to... It won't let me through. How do I get the other one going? Oh. Oh. And here we are, 62 members, men, women, kids. It's been years since anyone last went out on a recruiting mission. It's cramped in here as it is, kids running around the place, a few babies from where people have been fucking. Not that I haven't been around a bit, but it's hard to find a private spot. Those that do it out in the open. That's not my style. I know I sound cynical. I was in the beginning and I am now, but there were years in between those moments where I was truly happy. When I let her light into my life and I felt her glow inside me. When I was happy with the group. When I took whatever morsels of wisdom Ben had going and devoured them. But recently, he's been spending days down there on the lower levels. He comes back up and he's crazy. He's spouting nonsense for a good few minutes till he calms down, and that never used to happen. And last week, Mac tried going down there, and we all know what Ben did to him. In front of the children, for God's sake. That man is not the man I met all those years ago. He's a different creature entirely. We can't communicate without him finding out. He's got his spies everywhere. Most of the women are under his spell. Oh, Ben, he's so handsome. I hope he chooses my bunk to crawl into tonight. But we shoot looks at each other, me and the other lieutenants. Meaningful looks. I think something's going to happen soon. He can't stop us all from going down there. He's just one man. I know he has to be stopped for the sake of the kids. He's not safe anymore. God, I never wanted to get attached to anyone in this place. Lorna was one thing, but Francis... But this place needs a leader. She has to talk to someone. I feel maybe... I don't know. I feel like she talks to me in my dreams sometimes. Or maybe I just dream about her. I don't know, but I could take it. I could do the job. I could do it. Oh shit. Run. Shit. Give me that. I'm gonna leave that in case I need it. fuse is missing. Where the hell do I find a fuse at? There's one. There's two actually here. You go over there. There's several. There's a bunch of them over here. Damn it, I need him to like get out of the way. He's right where I want to go. I'm trying to hear where he is. He's moving this way, I think. But it sounds like he's still right here, like he hasn't moved. Okay. Go, 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 go. Okay. Fuck. Okay, so what did that do? It did something. What did it do? I don't know what it did. I jumped down there. Shit. Oh, did I read that? What's down there? What are the secrets? To the secret to the universe, to life, to ourselves? Is she God? Does she know why God left us? I have to know. I have to know. Ben disappeared a little while ago. He went down there again. I pulled him back before he left, said we needed to talk. He just screamed at me, "Don't follow me," then disappeared. Steve and Rob grabbed us some weapons, and the rest of us followed suit. I think we're going down. Lorna was looking at me with her big wide eyes. Francis just had that steely look, the one she only started being able to do since he... Anyway, we're going. She's healed my body and my soul and my mind and my heart, and I've never even said thank you. I think she'll be happy to see me. Interesting. I need to know what this fuse did, because I have no idea. And this thing fucking finds me no matter of, like, as soon as you come out, it seems to know you're out. Which is kind of really irritating. Damn it. Fuck off. Okay, it's coming that way. This thing's a pain in the ass. I want to go get another fuse just out of curiosity. Because I don't know, the other two are there, but they're not lit up. Like, what? But it won't let me pull them off either, so I don't know what to do. I think I might take a fuse over there. Also, is there another note here? You'd think there'd be a note with some of these. There's been notes everywhere. God, this thing is so annoying. Go away. Yeah, it's not gonna put it on there. I tried. Fuck. I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to do? I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. What's in here? Oh, nothing. Interesting. I couldn't tell if I'd lost health or not, so I picked it up. Alright, is there a way out then? Like, will this take me out? Oh, I guess so. Okay. That was confusing. Sorry, but it was. The Mutated Reality Demo 2, the Apparatus. Full version of the game will be coming soon. Alright, I mean, other than just kind of getting stuck there for a minute at the end, I enjoyed it. I wish there was more than just reading notes, though. So I hope in the full game there will be more than that. But I enjoyed it. I liked it. I hope you guys did too. If you did, tell that like button you want to smash. And don't forget to subscribe. You stay you. I'll stay me. Droogie forever. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Later.